She said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Yeah, that's because earlier we read about the gates of thy enemies. That we're reading about the enemy. We're reading about the number one enemy of Jacob, of Israel, which is Esau, which they don't want to acknowledge that they're the Edomites. They know that they're the Edomites, man. That's why they hide. That's why they hide the fact that they are Edomites. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy
2 different types. 2 different types of people. Go ahead.
Shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau.
Now this stupid clown, false prophet 666, did a whole series with like 19 parts proving that the white man is not Esau or the Edomites. You don't see him too much. The dude's a complete clown, man. I mean, this guy's a clown. Go ahead.
It says, And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sought pottage, and Esau came from the field, and was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
Oh, by the way, for you idiots out there that are into the book of Yasha, the reason why he was faint is because he had that fight with Nimrod and his two bodyguards. You know, so and he was tired, so he needed to see you simple-minded niggas out there, man. The ones of you that think you going to break the scriptures down yourself and you're going to find the way, and the Spirit's dealing with you, the Spirit's not always dealing with you guys out there, man. The Most High already set us up, man. We're the men of the Lord. That's why we go through these scriptures, man. That's why we cover that's why we're going through the series called on Genesis, man. We went through a whole series on the book of Revelation. So for you guys out there, well, you ain't answer this and you ain't answer that, we cover everything through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So for you clowns out there that go and get that book, the book of Yasha, and I'm not saying that there's no such thing as a book of Yasha. The book of Yasha is mentioned in the scriptures and Chronicles, man. It's mentioned in the scriptures a couple of times. But you simple ass nigga, you read it, I got to get the book, and you actually get the book that some cracker wrote to deceive your stupid ass to make money, and you read it like it's part of the word of the Most High. So the ones of you that can't get it, like I said, we're only dealing with the elect, man. We're looking to wake up the elect. Well, the Most High going to wake them up, but the Most High is using us as a vehicle to wake them up. All right? Go ahead.
And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Genesis 26:1. And there was a famine in the land beside the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech king of the Philistines unto Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed.
All the nations of the earth being blessed is talking about the Israelites, because we're going to be scattered throughout the whole earth. How the hell are we going to bless all the nations when we're going to be kicking Esau in the ass? Getting kicked in the ass is not a blessing. Go ahead.
Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge and commandments, my statutes and my laws. And Isaac dwelt in Gerar, and the men of the place asked him of his wife, and he said, She is my sister. For he feared to say, She is my wife, lest, said he, the men of the place should kill me for Rebekah, because she was fair to look upon. And it came to pass, when he had been there a long time, that Abimelech, king of the Philistines, looked out at a window and saw, and behold, Isaac was sporting with Rebekah his wife. And Abimelech called Isaac and said, Behold, of a surety she is thy wife. And how saidest thou, She is my sister? And Isaac said unto him, Because I said, Lest I die for her. And Abimelech said, What is this that thou hast done unto us? One of the people might lightly have lain with thy wife, and thou shouldest have brought guiltiness upon us. And Abimelech charged all his people, saying, He that toucheth this man or his wife shall surely be put to death. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. For he had possession of flocks, and possession of herds, and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. For all the wells which his father's servant had digged in the days of Abraham his father, the Philistines had stopped them, and filled them with earth. And Abimelech said unto Isaac, Go from us, for thou art much mightier than we. And Isaac departed thence, and pitched his tent in the valley of Gerar, and dwelt there. And Isaac digged again the wells of water, which they had digged in the days of Abraham his father, for the Philistines had stopped them after the death of Abraham. And he called their names after the names by which his father had called them. And Isaac's servant digged in the valley, and found there a well of springing water. And the herdmen of Gerar did strive with Isaac's herdmen, saying, The water is ours. And he called the name of the well Esek, because they strove with him. And they digged another well, and strove for that also. And he called the name of it Sitnah. And he removed from thence, and digged another well, and for that they strove not. And he called the name of it Rehoboth. And he said, For now the Lord hath made room for us, and we shall be fruitful in the land. And he went up from thence to Beersheba, and the Lord appeared unto him the same night, and said, I am the power of Abraham thy father. Fear not, for I am with thee, and I will bless thee, and multiply thy seed for my servant Abraham's sake. And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched.
Let's talk about Nate for a minute. The name of the Lord. Something that Yahweh, something that Nate doesn't want to, acknowledge or make public, or he conceals it with other names, false names. Go ahead.
And he builded an altar there, and called upon the name of the Lord, and pitched his tent there, and there Isaac's servant digged a well. Then Abimelech went to him from Gerar, and Ahuzah, one of his friends, and Phicol, the chief captain of his army. And Isaac said unto them, Wherefore come ye to me, seeing you hate me, and have sent me away from you? And they said, We saw certainly that the Lord was with thee. And we said, There be now an oath betwixt us, even betwixt us and thee, and let us make a covenant with thee, that thou wilt do us no hurt, as we have not touched thee, and as we have done unto thee nothing but good, and have sent thee away in peace. Thou art now the blessed of the Lord. And he made excuse me.